Dea.
And I'm Lara.
And I'm Amy.
And this is Military in Hawaii.
First, what do the people of this land know? Here we have a local from Hawaii. Let's see if he knows anything about Hawaii's massive military.
Military in Hawaii. I saw them that kind, the Hollies and the the brothers and stuff. That's them. They stay, they stay Pearl Harbor like that. Oh, and then the kind get the the Navy exchange stuff where you can go in and get the stuff cheap. Yeah, that's what I know. What else?
How has the military affect Hawaii?
Oh, the military guys, that's the guys. They always drive fast on the freeways with the motorcycle. That's the kind of guys that, cause road rage to them guys. And then every time they always get lickings in Waikiki all over because they act. That's what I know.
It sounds like he didn't know much. How can the team, Amy, Dea, and Laura change that?
According to Huffington Post, it turns out that Hawaii has military bases for each branch. For an example, the Marine Corps is at Kaneohe Bay, the Army is at Port Shafter, the Navy is at Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, the Air Force is at Bellows Air Force Station, and the Coast Guard is at USGC ISC Honolulu.
According to the article titled Economic History of Hawaii, it states the military had many uses for Hawaii. One of them was the military made Hawaii the headquarters for the Commander-in-Chief and the U.S. Pacific Command, now at Camp Smith. They used Pearl Harbor as a Navy shipyard and a resource base, built highways and freeways which led to less areas for plantations. As more and more years passed, more and more military kept on coming, and finally influenced all the cultures, leading to more ethnicities such as Caucasians, Asians, and etc.
So much questions to ask, but first we have to know who came here.
Did you know that 8% of people in Hawaii now are currently in the military? 8% is a lot. According to the PDF, Military Presence in Hawaii, it says that having World War II created a massive increase of the military personnel in Hawaii. We had numbers like 28,000 in 1940, then 378,000 in 1944.
My name is Laura Leo, and I do interpretation for World War II Valor in the Pacific. Many people think that by interpretation I mean translation, just saying what this means in another language or something. That is not the case. I do speak Spanish, but my job is to explain to people what it is, the significance of this place. So what it is that you're looking at, what the memorial represents, what the different parts of the ship represent, what you're looking at, and what does it mean.
Do you have a military background?
I do not in this country, but I come from a very long line of military people from my family back in Cuba. I'm also married to a sailor in the United States Navy, if that counts for anything.
How does the military presence affect Hawaii?
I believe that in my experience, it makes it a cultural hub of so many different people. Like me, for example, I'm Cuban and I'm here in Hawaii, which is totally unrelated to where I lived before. And in that sense, you get so many people from different cultures that end up here because of the military. We're not talking just people from the mainland. We're talking about people from the Philippines. We're talking about people from Africa who join the military and then end up here in Hawaii. I know a few of them. So in a way, it increases the population to the islands, in my opinion, but at the same time, it gives it this rich diversity that you wouldn't find anywhere else in the world if it wasn't because of the military. Yeah.
When did this happen? When did the soldiers come to Hawaii?
According to the article titled Hawaiian Annexation, it states that the military started becoming active in Hawaii around the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom. All 5 branches arrived in Hawaii within the span of 46 years. The U.S. Marine Corps came around 1893. Later that year, the U.S. Navy arrived as well. 5 years later, in 1898, the U.S. Army set foot in Hawaii. The U.S. Air Force landed in 1937, and the Coast Guard appeared in 1939.
Now all we have to know is why. Why are they important? Why are these people here? In the article Brief History, it stated that they were important because they provided protection to the people in Hawaii and the newly made naval base Pearl Harbor. Hawaii was also served as a resting place for sailors because of its convenient location.
Today, we talked about the military. Where did they stay? What did they do here? When did they come? Who or which branch came? How did they get here? And why did they come? Hopefully, our local understands the military impact in Hawaii. Let's see what he says.
What did you learn today?
I learned that the military, they not only just protect us local people, but they protect the Aina. So, God bless America.